this country gradually disappearing.
Yeah, because what happened
Yet
is...
we aren't able to fare well in some of the new ones that we're competing in.
No, the problem is,
some of the
real problem is Alaji Keba. The real problem is, you know the carpenter.
Yes.
You know the carpenter, they got the pliers
yes.
and everything. But Alaji Keba, you never see anybody who have a toothache and go to the carpenter to uproot their tooth. They will go to the dentist.
You mean you cannot go have toothache and go to a carpenter for extraction? For extraction. No, but that
you
does
have
not
never
happen.
done that. You will always go to the dentist because that dentist got the know-how, got the intellect, and
the tools, the right tools
to do it.
No, but are we not launching some?
No. We're launching no missiles. I'm not launching no missiles or anything or any kind of attack. I'm just saying that is the reason why it's not elevating sports in the.
But I don't think this is a problem of just only the GFA, the Gambia football.
The sports department.
It's not a problem of one particular department. I think we have a general problem here, and then the whole thing needs to be overhauled. That's the perspective of many people.
It is in the hands of people who doesn't have a know-how.
Some sort of a national conference to really map the way out or the way forward. It calls for some kind of brainstorming. The platform should be open for national, because for decades now, really, our expectations are only raised at some points, only to be dashed. Some points we sit, probably counting the next 2, 3, 4 years, we will not be participating in any meaningful international competitions. Gambian football has never been at a lower ebb.
Simply because
Gambian sports
the people with the know-how, they are not dealing with the sports.
What do you think should be the way out?
The way out should be give the devil the due.
Who is the devil?
Well, the people who knew what they're doing, who got the skills, who got the knowledge, who got whatever it takes to take the country forward. Alaji Keba, you are sitting right now where you're sitting here. This is improving the physical attainments in the Gambia. This is not only sports, only football. This is 2004.
This is a strategic plan.
It is from 2004 by me.
And then
by my very self.
Did you make it available?
I cannot put it into practice because I have.
No, what I mean is, did you make this thing available? Probably there is when you have ideas, you articulate them, you share them with officials, people who matter.
I did. I shared it with the then GFA president. I shared it with the then Minister of Education. You know, I shared it with the mayors, the 2 mayors at the time of Banjul and Serekunda and KMC. I shared it with them because this is 2004.
Probably, what was the reason?
They never give me, I never had any reason. I never had any kind of
feedback. Did they say it met, it did not
actually, they thought it was a beautiful idea. Because
they said the idea was fantastic.
Absolutely. What do you think?
No, it's briefly, I'm just looking at it briefly. Probably I cannot be judgmental on it. I haven't had the time to look at it in detail, actually. And probably I may not be the kind of expert that may be able to really figure out what really entails a good project when it comes to sports development and probably.
But do you know that structure always pays off when you have a structure?
Yes, it depends on the kind of structure you have.
That's a structure.
It depends on the kind of structure you have. Fine. What, as of now, Gambia is playing, probably. The match is on at this
very minute.
And all our hope, our expectation hinges on this match. Do or die, it is supposed to. But from the kind of information you're privy to, from what you have seen, from what you've read, from what you've heard, based on your own personal analysis, do we stand a chance of winning in this match and the 2 other successive matches?
Well, to tell you the truth, yes.
To stand any chance of qualifying?
If I have to be very honest, because I'm fasting, I don't have to lie anyway. Yes, we stand a very big chance of winning. We stand a chance of qualifying. We stand chances before even to qualify in the African Nations Cup and subsequently to the World Cup. Simply because the reason why we are not there yet is because the basics, everything needs basics. You need to have the basics. You need to inculcate the basics so that you can have a progressive layout. For Gambia to play in any competition, that is honestly that's what should be. Gambia should be even playing in World Cup, because if we can fully remember, we beat Algeria 1-0 some time ago, and Algeria was in the World Cup, the previous World Cup gone in South Africa. So obviously then Gambia is capable of being there. But the strategy, you have to be technical and tactical as far as coaching is concerned. As far as management is concerned, it's a total different issue. Coaching and management is two different issues.
Two different things.
Two different things. So if one person is doing both jobs, then it has to be somebody who is both qualified in both fields. Gambia qualifying, really, I have no doubt with it. I've even been praying for Gambia to qualify, because that's what I love to see. My goal is in life to bring the World Cup to Gambia. It can sound so silly to you. It can sound so silly to you.
Asking people to pray in mosques and in churches and to pray everywhere, to pray for success in this particular. But I think much depends on performance than prayers.
That's what I was going to come at. You can pray all the kind of prayers, all the kind of prayers. But
at the end of the day, what matters is what is done
delivering at the field, the practical side of it, which is you have to inculcate that. You have to put that into practice first before you put it into test. The acid test, it's called. Acid test is to get results. Okay. Really, like you said, we need that practical form, and I don't want to elaborate too much. I'm too much of my excitement, in case
You see, will it be a disappointed nation at the end of the day?
I don't know about anybody else.
Is it just a fulfillment, or just of our sense of expectation, or is the nation already prepared psychologically for a defeat?
I will be very honest with you, Alaji Keba.
Because you did sports psychology, I assume that may entail some element of...
Absolutely. Absolutely.
But if I were you, probably you're the coach today. I know every other coach will try to whip up national mood ahead of any crucial match, for that matter. But if you're also a coach, will you prepare your people psychologically for a defeat?
Yes.
So as to absorb it if and when it came.
Every team. There is no team that will win a major competition without a psychologist. In this day and age.
This brings me into your area of speciality. What do you do? Sports psychology, exactly what?
Well, psychology is simple. Psychology is psych. You're dealing with the brain.
You prepare the human mind for
exactly.
eventually
setting goals, setting targets, unlocking the barriers to potential, just making things really, because there are certain things, that
So in as much as the physical coaching is necessary, the psychological coaching
is more necessary, because it's mind and body link. If you are sad, I will be able to know it from your facial expression. Likewise, if you are happy too. So it's mind and body link. Your body language is always reflect on what is in your mind.
So how do you bring about that kind of how do you call it, equilibrium? That kind of
similitude.
Yeah. How do you bring them to that kind of equal levels?
Well, exactly. That's what you just need to do. Once you identify the problem, then you can find the solution. If you don't identify the problem, you'll never find a solution. Because if you go to the doctor now and tell him that you have a stomach ache, when you have a headache, how can he cure you?
Okay, for example, a footballer whose perhaps parent or somebody close passed away just 2 or 3 days ahead of a crucial international match. He insists on playing. You understand that this is playing
that person is going to have a good match as far as I'm concerned. Because if I talk to that person, I will let he's going to play for that person, that diseased person.
So you can sometimes turn the negative into the positive.
That is all it does. That's all what psychology does. Turn the negative into positive. That's all it does.
That's quite
because if you think anything, if you wake up from your bed, Alai Keba, and you start thinking negatively, your whole day is ruined. You will just be pondering on the negatives because it is a chain reaction.